It's completely wild to me, and I like to be the contrarian, but at 95% odds, I think it looks like the Fed is going to cut rates here.
Yeah.
And I mean, the great irony here is, since the Fed's been cutting interest rates, the 10-year Treasury has been going higher, not lower. Which says to me, what the market's pricing in is that is going to heat up financial conditions, and the biggest fear here is inflation is going to get reignited. And inflation's been stubborn here. Remember, the Fed said they're going to wait for inflation to get to 2% before they're going to start cutting rates? Well, they never got there, right? We're at 2.7% on that core PCE. It's been there for like 6 months, or I think it's 2.8%. And all these pro-growth policies, which I like. As a small business owner, love the fact we're talking about deregulation, we're talking about lower taxes. That's going to spur more growth, which spurs more inflation, which says, Fed, cool off here for a minute. Let's see what happens. Let's reassess before we start cutting interest rates any further. But Jay Powell just doesn't seem to get that memo, and I'm not sure why.
So what does that mean for stock performance in 25?
I mean,
are they going to sell on the news, buy on the rumor, sell on the news, right?
Oh, no, the animal spirits are out. I think it's going to spur a melt-up, which I think we might already be in the midst of this melt-up. I've been envisioning this for a long time.
Yeah.
And, what happens after a melt-up is you get a meltdown. And I'm seeing this already. You're starting to see the risk parameters come off, where investors, instead of worrying about risk management, they're worrying about how's my return, versus the S&P 500. As Warren Buffett once said, you want to be fearful when others are greedy. It's starting to seep in, but these things get wilder, typically, in my experience. So I think right now you're not going to see this correction people are talking about. Market's probably just going to go higher, and the Fed is just going to spur it on.